All in all, I think what the real message was behind it, and I don't know if there's any one particular message when you watch these shows. They're always layered with these different contextual messages here, messages there. You hear that the writers are always thinking about conflict,
Mm.
and so there's going to be conflict throughout a Deep Space Nine episode. That's pretty much a guarantee. Whether it's conflict between characters who like each other, like Odo and Quark, or conflict between people that don't like each other, like Gul Dukat and Cisco. And kind of this way.
I love that scene
Uh,
with Ducat and Kira, though. It was super short, but everything that Mark Alimo does as Ducat is gold. And every reaction that Nana gives back to him is so layered and so good. Like when she just stands there and she watches him and listens to what he's saying, and you could tell she's just sitting there going like, what's your game here?
yeah,
Like,
BS. My BS
what,
meter is
yeah,
just going ding, ding,
off
ding,
the
ding, ding.
charts right now.
Yeah.
And she's just like looking at him like, okay.
And Cisco turns. He's like, "Yeah, I'm surprised too. I had no idea he'd say
Yeah.
this kind of stuff." But let's go with it because it sounds pretty good for us. But that was a short scene, but it really had impact.
It was still great, yeah.
And here, Mark Alimo is not even in the room; he's on a computer
I
screen.
was thinking the same thing. That is hard to act. You get one scene in a room with a wall, and you're just acting, and he's still got like that. He's just oozing with that Cardassian ego,
just
so good.
it's so good, and he's so good at it.
What would you call that Cardassian type of ego that he has? It's like partially chauvinistic, partially narcissistic, always like I'm the victim kind of thing, also partially like a superiority conflict, complex, and partially sexual towards her. What would you call that?
I would call it the President of the United States.
All of those things.
It's kind of oozing all of that, right? Like this confidence,
Especially the sexual part.
Well, more the superiority part. But yeah, no, I think of it that way. I mean, it is kind of like this. I'm doing you a favor, even when I'm doing the right thing. And there's this like, you're welcome.
And he was always so condescending in his tone. He'd be like, "Major," I loved it. Anyway, I thought that was the best. I've said it before, but he was kind of the reason I got into acting. That character was the reason I started taking acting seriously. Was because I was just blown away by that, and I realized that's what actors do, and I wanted to do that because it was amazing and awesome. And
yeah, there's this way that he's so condescending and so confident of himself that it's just it oozes, it rubs you such the wrong way. But in this case, he actually is doing the right thing, and I don't know if there's we don't know because it was to be continued. Certainly, there's going to be some kind of turns and twists around the corner, but for right now, he said the right things. He didn't say it in the right way, but he said the right things. And I just like the way that the characters are. When we talk with people, they mention about plot and characters, and they mention the difference between the two. And one thing that I really can say is really evident in DS9 is the characters and how well the characters are just spot on for what they're there to accomplish.